Welcome to the Crimson Room or something like that.
Ada. Welcome to the Crimson Room, sweetie.
Welcome to the Crimson Room. Please take a seat.
No need to be nervous. The Crimson Room welcomes you.
Oh, welcome to the Crimson Room. You look so sweet.
Welcome to the Crimson Room. Enjoy your stay.
Hi, welcome to the Crimson Room. Have a seat, please.
Ada. Welcome to the Crimson Room, darling.
Yara Daza. Welcome to the Crimson Room.
Oh, hello there. My master has been expecting you. Please, come this way and enjoy your time in the Crimson Room.
Yo, how's it going, everybody? It is I, your sadistic spirit guide, Yokai Papiwolf, and we are back. It is another beautiful day, and we are joined by our guest, ZomB. I'm going to unmute myself so he can hear us. Yo, ZomB, say hello to the people and give a small introduction about yourself.
Hi, hello, I'm ZomBHarry, usually referred as Harry, but ZomB is fine, and actually, I don't have much to say, I'm just dead, and I'm happy to be here.
Nice. My bad, bro. I didn't know you like to be called Harry over Zom. I was going to call you Zom or like B for short or something like that.
Both are fine, to be honest.
Okay.
Originally, I went with the ZomB, but my friends started to call me Harry, and I was like, oh, it's more simple, so yeah, I'm went with that.
Awesome. And you did prefer the questions, correct? You preferred us going through like the questionnaire?
Sorry?
Yeah, you preferred the questions that I already have prepared?
The questions.
Awesome.
After that, we can maybe we can find some topic that we can talk about.
Yeah, of course. So I will get into how we actually came into contact. I met you on Blue Sky, dude. You were hella cool. I was looking for more people to guest star on the show, and I had already I had interactions with you, and I was like, oh hell yeah, like if you're interested and you feel up for it, I'm more than happy to let's get it, let's do an interview.
Yeah, thanks for the invite.
Of course, I thank you for being a guest. I think it takes a lot of courage to be a guest. I think a lot of people get discouraged. I know I had a person who told me that they were afraid of coming on here because they felt like they weren't big enough, which I was like, no, it doesn't matter the size. You can come on the show. There's no bad, there's no evil, there's no hate, there's no belittling. It doesn't matter if you have one follower or 1,000 or 10,000. You are a guest here, and you will be met accordingly.
Yeah.
So let's go into this.
Sorry, I'm just I'm a bit nervous, but hey, I'm gonna ease up. I'm sure of.
Yeah, bro. Just shrug your shoulders off. Take a deep breath. Relax. You're in a cool spot. This isn't supposed to be like an interrogation. This is just getting to know each other. And speaking of getting to know each other, I'm really curious. What inspired you to be the ZomB? What inspired this character, this V2 being OC?
Funnily enough, I came up with the name first because, I'm Hungarian, and I played a lot of League, and in my name I put the Han part in it, and well, let's just say when other Hungarians say that, oh, you are Hungarian, I must attack you. I must attack you and make your life miserable. But so I decided to change my name, and I just wondered what can I came up with, and yeah, I told my friends that, hey, all right, I'm gonna use this name from now on, and yeah.
Hey,
And
it works
by
out.
ZomB, I don't know. They are cool.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I think it's pretty interesting. I love the red eyes with the black background. It looks very fun. And did you design this OC yourself, or did you have help with coming up with it, or did you commission it?
I made it myself, to be honest. And another thing is, I learned drawing and live 2D as well, because well, I couldn't really afford it, so I just created this model.
Nice. And would you ever do 3D, or is just live 2D and PNG like your go-to?
I mean, another thing is, I think both has merits, you know. So both live 2D and 3D models are great. Maybe in the future, though. I'm worried about the how much it would cost on my PC. I mean, because unfortunately my PC is not that strong, so I kind of forced to stream in a 720p to be able to stream at all. And sometimes when I play with new modern games, I usually use a PNG as well.
That's fair.
Because it's more lightweight.
Yeah, I totally agree. I only stream in 720 as well. I find it a lot easier on my PC. Plus, I have less frame skipping, so I like to give my computer a break. I don't want to like overwork it and stuff. But were you like streaming as a League player prior to making your model, or did you become a streamer after you made your model?
I became a streamer after I made my model, but I tried out myself in content creation, but in the end I never really published any video. It's just like, yeah, I'm gonna try to edit this, but thing is, I was really young back then, and I just decided to, no, rather not. Because, yeah, the internet is not really a place for 14-year-olds. So I mean, you know.
I will say this: I did make content at 14 and 15 years old. I was I'm really into like metal and like metalcore bands and all that. And I would do singing covers. Well, not really singing, screaming covers of like my favorite songs. It was on like an old channel. I really hope all those videos are stricken down. I think you could probably find one or two here and there. But it really was. It to this day, like I go like, I really hope that no one finds these videos and is like, hey, you remember this? And I'm gonna be like, oh god. Then I had a gaming channel before that after that as well, but that didn't really work out because I don't think I was really prepared to be a streamer at that time. I was like 16, 17.
All right, I just remembered when I really wanted to try this whole gaming creation content back in the day when really I was just around 12, 13, 14 years old. Well, there was no OBS, or at least I didn't know of it, and I decided to record the games with the camera on my hand and try to play that way. It was horrible. It was horrible.
That's the OG way.
Yeah, the OG way. And to be honest, talking about metal, fun fact about me. I think I shared it on Blue Sky, but I don't know if you are familiar with the German metal, thrash metal band Destruction.
Destruction. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Were they for what? Are they 83, 85?
They are really old, but yeah. And when I was a baby, I mean little baby, toddler, I couldn't sleep any other music except those musics, those metal musics.
Dude, that's so cool. Is your family like big metalheads, or like they really into metal?
They are into music in general. Although none of them really a musician, but except one of my older sister. But they like music and all. But and they often go to classical concerts and so on. But not really metalheads or anything like that.
It's funny because my wife had a similar experience. Like my father-in-law would play like Metallica for her and would sing to her to go to sleep, and he would like, and she would really love it. She was like, "Oh yeah, that song brings back memories. My dad used to use that as a lullaby for me." And I was like, "What?" She goes, "Yeah, it was cool. It was awesome." And I'm like, "Wow, like you did have a cool dad. He was like super cool. He was like, I'm gonna sing her to sleep with a hardcore like metal song."
Meanwhile, my sister's lullaby was classical music, so they fell asleep while they listened to classical music. And
Nice.
I remember usually I was the one who was always awake, so my sisters usually slept all the time, and I was like, I have to distract everything.
That's cool. You guys
Meanwhile,
like polar
I think
opposites.
Meanwhile, I think I'm quite calm now, and I mentioned that I played League and played Overwatch and so on, and I'm not the raging type, so I'm not the one who usually rages in games.
Nice.
So when I'm angry, you not hearing me shouting or anything. It's like the disappointment you can hear, like, oh, come on, why did I join this game? And other kind of things.
I feel the same way. Speaking of Overwatch, have you tried Marvel Rivals yet, or are you interested in it at all, or are you just kind of like, it is what it is, it's whatever?
Haven't tried it yet. I might try it, but I was so busy with my studies recently that I didn't even have time to sit down and play or watch an anime or something. Like, yeah, I've been busy, so.
I hear good things. I have played it a bit. I actually really do like it a lot. But I heard from Overwatch players that they really do like it's not a 1-for-1, but the concepts are very similar enough that the transfer over is it's almost seamless. Like once they get the hang of the controls, they're like, okay, so this is this is that. Okay, I think I know what I'm gonna do now.
Yeah, I wonder how my friends would transition to it, because alright, one of my friends, he is cracked at games, like really cracked. He just decided to, okay, I'm gonna be one of the best Riven player in League. He really became one of the best Riven player in EU. I mean, maybe the 13th or 14th best. And
wow!
And he got challenger, although his League got banned because someone hacked it and someone stole his account, and the messages the person said were not kind.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
messed up.
By the way, alright, once my account got stolen as well, but I got it back, and I saw that, oh yeah, I got some free skin.
God dang.
And alright, in Overwatch, decided to, he wanted to join a pro team, and he grinded really hard, and got a Grandmaster as well, top 500 to be honest. Got top 500 with a few accounts.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, he is cracked.
He sounds like he's cracked. Top 13 in the all of EU, you said? That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, somewhere like that. And alright, his name he wanted to use was already taken, and decided to change the name, but it was one letter difference, and they didn't taken one. And he met another player. He met the player who took the original name he wanted to use. And picked us.
I think I luck out with like getting my my name correct in like any game I do. I think I'm lucky enough that like no one thinks of my username, or like they do, it's like a variation that's like I can like make do pretty easily. So I think I luck out in that regard.
Yeah.
I did want to keep asking you about this. Was when you make when you became a VTuber, like was it not necessarily, I don't want to say the word scary, but like was this something that you had been like thinking about for a while before you jumped into it, or did you kind of just go, no, I'm gonna do this and this is what I'm gonna do?
I was thinking about that maybe I should do some animated content or something, or making game review videos and represent myself as some kind of avatar with a drawing avatar. And it was before the whole VTubing boom happened. So I was thinking about it, and I wanted to keep my anonymity.
Okay.
And honestly, I think why the VTubing is become really appealing to me is because it keeps my anonymity, but still gives me some kind of, I can still show my expressions.
I get that. I can agree to that. Do you have, like, I know a lot of people now, before a lot of people were very strict with their anonymity, but are you ever tempted to show yourself? Like, is that anything that ever like crosses your mind? Because you know there's a lot of people who are like, I know I'm one who's not very like reserved. I don't care if you see my face or not. Does that ever like tempt you to feel like you have to, or do you ever feel like you have to eventually might show your face, or like does that ever get to you, or like, oh, all these people are showing themselves, maybe I should show myself?
Not really. It doesn't really cross my mind. What crossed my mind is I show my face to friends who I met in this in the VTuber scene, but not publicly. Although last year at April 1st, I made a stream where I quote-unquote used the face cam, but I was in a mask and covered my whole face, and I haven't talked and just used the soundboard.
That's
makeshift
actually
soundboard. All right, it was the mask was a steampunk themed Plague Doctor mask. To be honest, and yeah, the soundboard uh, displayed, not displayed. What's the word? Damn, yes.
Key binded?
Yeah, I bind it to play raven sounds or crow sounds.
That's fucking awesome.
I don't know why I came up with this idea, but and meanwhile I tried a game, the Wild to Learn, which is a programming game. I wanted to show off, but I failed miserably. I mean, alright, it was not bad, but yeah.
Oh, okay. I was so with so you mentioned earlier that you were gonna become like the content creation wise, like that was kind of the goal when you were making your model, that you wanted to be an avatar. Is that the end goal for you? Is like making more YouTube content, or do you kind of like want to be a bigger? Do you want to just focus on streaming and just kind of make YouTube content on the side? Like, what is like the big accomplishment? Like, what do you hope to accomplish in the community as you know, ZomBHarry?
Ooh, that's actually a tough question, because I don't really have a goal, and that's one of my biggest problem, because right now I started it to improve my speech. I mean, started streaming to improve my speech, because I was studied a lot, and my English skills was not that good either, but I think I'm significantly improved.
Yeah, I think you speak English fine. That's like, I think I have that. I come from a family who normally either spoke Spanish first before English, so like I don't really think like when people have an accents. I know a lot of people think, oh, like you they kind of get the they haven't practiced their English correctly. I'm like, no, they have. Like, English is a fucking language that I don't think a lot of people really know how difficult it is to learn from other countries. Like in my book, if you can speak it and you're talking to sentences, you learn the language. Like, God forbid anything else, like you learned it. Like, I think you speak perfect English in my book.
Yeah, though. All right. I just remembered how I prepared for a language exam. I was kind of obsessed with the Sherlock series, the BBC one.
Oh, with Benedict Cumberbatch?
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah!
And I decided to, alright, I kinda know what's the story. Let's turn off the subs and turn the dub to English. And so because I knew the context, I could really focus on listening and speaking and recognize what they say. And it actually helped. I think it helped. But alright.
Is that really how you kind of got the idea? Like, you just watched the show in English dub?
I mean, alright, I learned English in school. It's just when the idea called it that, alright, I should do a language exam. This was one of the way I prepared. Of course, the teachers at school helped me a lot as well.
Okay.
She taught me the basics, of course, but it really helped me.
Well, I think it came out perfectly in my book.
Yeah, first try, both oral and written exam.
That's fucking awesome.
Alright, since then I improved, but it took me around 1.5 years, maybe. So
1.5 years, really?
Yeah.
That's impressive. That's
Though that was not my current level, of course, but it was acceptable. And then, since then, of course, I improved a lot.
That's fucking awesome. You've definitely killing it right now. I did want to ask, do you have like a lore? Does like a lore to go with your character?
Not really. I mean, not one I shared publicly. So I want to redesign myself later. I mean, just slightly, so I have a bit more color. Because right now I think it's really gray. It's just one color mostly.
Yeah, it has the shades.
Yes, and I kind of want the steampunk theme a bit more relevant or noticeable, I think. And that's. And I kind of want to go with the treasure hunter theme, like the. I don't know if you're familiar with the Disney movie, The Treasure Planet.
Oh hell yeah, Treasure Planet, and I always say Treasure Planet and the Atlantis, Journey to Atlantis.
Oh yeah, Atlantis. I love that movie.
They're slept on hidden gem movies that I think a lot of people like. One, the animation's fantastic. It still holds up to this day, and the story is just fucking great because I believe Treasure Planet is actually based loosely off of Treasure Island, which is a book. But I just love the sci-fi element to it. I think the whole movie's fantastic. I love the protagonist. I love his journey. I love the complexity of the characters. Treasure Planet is up there, bro. You know what? I might just watch it later after the interview.
Yeah, I really like how it combined the sci-fi and the steampunk thing.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to make a character design that could be fit in the settings, you know.
Ooh, I could see that. That'll be a cool thing.
Though I still want to be a zombie, so it's more like the clothing. I want to change my clothing.
I think that's what the best part about VTubing is. Like, you really could come up with a concept. It's like D&D. If you can make the concept, you can make the character work. It works. Like, it's all about you can just be as creative as you want. I mean, some people are literally like a door handle or like a banana, and I think that's super cool. Like intuitive, like very I forgot the word for it, but I think it's cool. I think it's dope. I like ingenuity like that, and a zombie treasure hunter steampunk style. That sounds fucking rad. That sounds like a character who's gonna come in with guns and take all the bullets.
Yeah. And I don't have to worry about traps.
Yeah, you don't.
I fall into spikes. Just climb up.
Ow. Ow.
No.
Oh man.
Might be painful, but yeah.
Do you still have pain in your lore? You're gonna add pain receptors, or you're just gonna be like kind of like a zombie that just doesn't really feel the hits?
I definitely would have pain receptors. I mean, otherwise, I think it would be
less funny.
I don't know, not that relatable, you know.
I get you. I think this question is. I was gonna ask this question because I think it's something that I do like to ask. I think I'm going to start asking a lot of VTubers because it's been kind of a hot topic to talk about, and that's VTubing groups or agency, like the point of them. And I just recently seen like a lot of ones are doing more theme based ones. Like there was one for like kind of like the very flirtatious style, like not really lewd, but like more like centered around being very flirty. I've seen one that is like horror based, like they definitely play like a horror games and they like have like the horror element to them. I've seen some that are very like cozy style, like it's like cotton balls and like Animal Crossing. And I kind of wanted to ask you, like, with being like this kind of steampunk element, being like the space pirate, like, is there any like idea of a group that eventually like that you would like to join, or is there like are you still waiting for like if there's a group that kind of fits your fancy that you want to join, or at least like try to join?
I'm not saying I haven't really think about it, because I was thinking that how would it feel like to join to an agency or a group, but and I don't think I would look for a specifically steampunk themed or a horror themed agency or group. It's more like and I think I would redesign, redistribute wholly. So how can I say this? So I would make another personality or persona in the agency or anything, because I want this character to be free, you know.
I get you. Don't want to be tied down to like just one kind of one shtick, not one just you don't want to be bottle capped.
Yeah.
I can respect that. I think that's a fair thing. I thought about that recently. I was like, would I fit in horror? I love horror streaming. I'm technically like this like celestial chaotic godlike creature that came into existence, but that really isn't like scary. Like, it's not horror. It's not like a werewolf or like a zombie or anything like that. And I was like, oh, that's something that's different. Like, where would I go? And I think that's something I did kind of, I want to say wrestled with, but it is something that I kind of thought about. Was like, where would I like to be placed? And I do like the idea of just, hey, if you want me, you can have me. Just know that I'm uncapped. I don't follow rules, and I'm not gonna change for anything. I'm just still gonna, like, if you want me because I'm me, not because I have numbers, or maybe you like that I'm doing something different. Like, no, you have to want me for me, and being me means like I don't change the personality.
I also want to stay. I want Harry to stay the quote-unquote same, and if I appear other places, I want to be kind of distinct. I want to distinct the two character.
Ah.
I don't know if it makes sense.
No, I get that, because like it's very personal. It's a very like I think Harry for you is like how I see my model is like, it's not so much, it's, I would say it's our babies, but in a different way, you know? It's our creation.
Yeah, I don't want the quote-unquote this IP to put their hands on my IP, you know. So
You're the chef. No one should be touching. No one should be touching your creation. You cook it, and they either eat it or they don't eat it, but they don't get a chance to like change the recipe. No more hands in the kitchen. Only mine.
Yeah.
Okay, with that, with continuing on with that, do you find VTubing to be a better way of streaming? Like, do you find it's less anxiety increasing with like, instead of like face streaming or just kind of no face cam streaming, where they just kind of all gameplay streaming? Like, do you find having a model kind of fixes those issues, or are you like of the line that thinks, you know, it doesn't really matter, like you can put whatever content out there and people are going to enjoy it?
I mean, I think, as I said earlier, I think VTubing has the pros that one of the pros is that I can still show expressions, but don't have to show my face. And but it doesn't really pick up the quote-unquote things that I do behind the camera. So I don't know. I have some things like, I don't know, just cracking my fingers, and I know that other people don't really want to see that or anything. For example, just came up with an example, and I think it's a way to not trigger them, quote unquote, with this.
I see.
And I don't have to pay close attention to my real life appearance either. So that's actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I am a person who's like, I feel like if I see myself, if I'm like streaming a game and I see myself, I'm going to fixate on how I look when I'm presenting the game, or if I'm commentating, or if I'm playing it. Like, I'm gonna worry too much about like, oh, like I look kind of dumb right there, or like, hey, that hair's sticking out and it's I don't like how that looks. Like, I feel like I'd fixate too much on my appearance, that it would take me out of like the stream and the game too much. And I know, like, first, I've talked to other VTubers who have said that this really does help because they have anxiety with showing themselves, like their face cams, because they feel either self-conscious about how they look, or maybe they get a horrible fucking piece of shit troll that comes in and just bullies them and just says the most out-of-pocket things to make them just kind of feel really low about themselves. Like, I never thought we'd come to like a term in society where we would just hate people for being themselves so much, and we want to take everything they enjoy doing away. Like, I never thought that this could be a fucking like something like this could exist. It's disgusting. I find it very disgusting.
Yeah, and to be honest, it's easy to say that, oh, just ignore them, but you can't fully ignore them. I mean, although kind of I have to accept them that, oh yeah, there are haters, shit stirrers, but and you shouldn't pay too much attention to them, but still at the back of your mind it kind of stays sometimes.
Yeah, like that kind of hurt lingers, and it's not, I like, there is always a big solution. Like, for example, like one thing I was like, if you really can't handle what's been happening, I always recommend people just turn off your fucking phone, don't log into the social medias, just heal from this first, and then go back and deal with it when you have a better head on your shoulders. And I think that's the way I see it, is like, if I'm like, so I'm not one to be really good at video games, so if I play open lobbies for anything, I'm definitely the one who's being told, hey, like, why the fuck are you on this game? You should get off. Like, you're not good with this. Don't fucking come. Like, you should just quit the lobby so you could save us the time. And it's always like, I mean, for one, I feed off of negativity. So like, the more they're talking shit, the more I'm like, all right, then I'm gonna be a bigger piece of shit. I'm gonna be a bigger hindrance now. Fuck you. That's why. But then a part of me at the end of that goes like, damn, like, I really let them rile me up. I really let that affect my energy, and it's easier said than done. Hindsight's 2020. It's easier to look back and go, oh, I should have done that differently. But I get where a lot of people come from. I get the idea that, like, we want to enjoy streaming, we want to enjoy making content, and if it wasn't for assholes who are just kind of wanting to hate on you simply because you have something that you love in life or like doing in life, it probably would have been an easier place. But now we have VTubing, we have a alternative to that. A lot of people still try to kind of talk shit about this, but even then, we are like a solid force of fucking iron. We don't fucking bend, and I know iron does bend. I'm just saying, like, together we're strong.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that, or is it more
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Did you have any problems with, like, I'm curious, I don't know if you have or haven't, but have you ever had issues with bullying prior, like for whether it's streaming or just like in general?
Bullying, well, IRL in elementary school. I just say kids can be cruel, and I said my part. I endured 4 or 5 years, quote unquote, hiding in elementary school from the bullies. So yeah, I just because IRL, I'm really small, and well, I couldn't really stand a chance against the much taller kids. So yeah. So sometimes there were times when I just like, all right, I had enough. But of course, the teacher just came into the room just at the moment, or just walked by just at the moment when I decided to stand up for myself. And well, there were times when I was sent to the principal. Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh yeah.
All right. One instance that really, when I just said, "Oh, that all right, but enough is enough." When a kid just decided to throw a drawing compass, and it almost hit my eyes, and I was like, "All right, it's time to stop now."
Oh fuck.
Yeah. But I'm fine. I was lucky. I did not hit my eyes. My eyesight is still perfect. Well, I think.
I see.
I think
I had a. So I definitely did get. Not. I wouldn't say I got bullied, but I definitely was. So I've always been a tall kid, and I'm normally really relaxed. I'm cool. I don't try to fight or anything. But I think my size, like being a big guy, invited challenge. So there were always like kids who wanted to fight me because I was big, and they were like, "Oh, come on, you think you're so tough?" I'm like, I just played tetherball, dude. What the fuck are you on? Like, and I put up a good fight, but when you're fighting like 3 kids and they're all like hitting you hard, you can only do so much. But like, I think like I always got my get back somehow, and I think like it showed me really early on, like, dude, sometimes like this shit will go on forever if you let it. Like, the best thing to do is not play into it. And like, I really had to like bite my tongue a lot of times, or even if I did have to bite my tongue, I had to like hold myself back because I didn't want to say anything or do anything too crazy. I think I'm trying to remember. I think in elementary school, I might have been in 5th or 6th grade. We would like after school, I think one of the kids they're trying to like punk me. They tried to take my backpack or something, and I was like, "We're not fucking doing this. Like, I'm not playing this game." And they're like, "Come on, come get it. You can't get it. You're too fat." And I was like, "All right, we're gonna fucking do this then." And ironically, they were shorter than me. Some of them were like, I was tall, so like some people were shorter than me, and then some people were really shorter. And it was the mouthiest short guy ever. This is horrible. I don't condone this. I think everyone should actually handle stuff with words first. But if words fail, then there's nothing I can say to that.
Face the consequences.
I fucking chucked him, dude. I grabbed him, and he was pretty light. And I could throw stuff. I was big. I wouldn't say I can lift up crazy amount of weight, but I definitely could lift up a small dude. And I fucking chucked him. I chucked him good enough that his friends ran at me. I remember their names. I think his name was Ronnie, who was just a mouthy kid who I chucked. His buddy Jacob ran at me, and I remember, I think I caught him with one arm because these guys were all skinny. I was a chubby fat kid, so they all ran at me, and I slammed him down, and we had a yard duty, I think they're called, like the people who make sure that you're not fucking going crazy. And all they saw was me like just fucking manhandling these like small fry kids, and they're just kind of, they try to spin the narrative that I came at them, and I was like, no, that's not what happened. I definitely didn't do this. Like, they took my backpack. I was just trying to fucking go to do this. I wanted to sit down over there, and they made me chase them all the way to the field. And I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I was cool with the group of like, we were nerdy kids. We watched Dragon Ball Z. We watched Pokemon. We were really into like that. And they were like, nah, no, we were playing, because they were playing soccer in the field too. And they're like, no, we saw them take his bag, and they were just, you know, they're gonna throw all his shit out. And the yard lady was like, okay, so is that what happened? Is like, what's going on here? Like, do I need to call your guys' teacher? And they took us to the principal, and the principal heard my story, he heard theirs, and he heard the guys who stuck up for me, and he took their side because of the fact that they were already doing something different. And so I didn't get in trouble, but I did get told, like, you know, the classic, tell a teacher if you're getting bullied, or and I was like, man, teachers don't do shit. Teachers make it worse sometimes, in my opinion. I think if they don't get the results done right, which is tell this kid to stop or he's gonna get suspended, then they're gonna keep doing it. They're gonna find ways to like worm around, you know.
All right, I have a story that is that once a kid just decided to steal some of my money. It was around 500 forint, which is currently it was around $2.50, so it's not a big deal, to be honest. But it was enough to, I don't know, buy a sandwich or.
It's the principle. It's the principle.
And I take it back. I got the money back. Next day, the shit just told their parents and that I was the one who stole the money, and in the middle of the class, the kid's mother just came in and started to shout at me like, how dare I take his her son's money, like.
I gotta fight.
Hey, calm down.
I would fight.
That was. Yeah, I think that's. Yeah, and after that, the kid decided that, all right, I can be bullied because his mother gonna save him all the time.
Oh,
God. And I was like, well, just leave me alone. So yeah, it's just sometimes it just, in that case, it's just like that. All right, I just avoided the kid.
So it didn't ever escalate more? He didn't try to like punk you out of more money, or did he try and you were just like, shut the fuck up, I'm not giving you shit?
Yeah, that was around. That was kind of the thing that I was like, ignore the kid. But
this is a weird...
because it was around the same size as me and skinnier, so.
Oh, they thought you were bullying him now, huh?
Nah, I did not bully. Did not bully anyone. Just so that, alright, we are around the same height. I'm just a bit bulkier. And although during the winters, he tried to trip me on the ice a few times, but usually he was the one who landed on his ass. So yeah, he just.
To hell with that guy.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, like, did you ever have these like rumors with video games? Like, do you ever remember like when, like, I had it for Pokemon where like people would say, hey, there's a mystery Pokemon you can find, or if you go to this truck at this time and you do like this special sequence, you'll find Mew or something. Did you ever like have any of those like video game like supposed like secret hacks or something?
Not really, because video games were not really that popular around. I mean, when I was a kid. I mean, alright, it was. I'm not saying that I'm a boomer or anything. It's just in that area, it was not that popular. I mean,
Are we around the same age?
Because,
I'm like almost 30. Like,
yeah, I'm almost 30, so
okay, so we're in the same age group. Okay, and you guys,
approximately, yeah.
you guys didn't have like video games were popular, or they just weren't like talked about.
I mean, the area that I lived in was quite poor, and they could barely afford a PC or anything.
Yeah.
So yeah, they didn't really play games because there was no machine for them. They had no PC or any other consoles.
Nice.
So yeah, because of that, it was not really popular. There was a few kids who played as well, but usually all of us played different games, and there was not really any myth or anything like that.
I know we talked about. I know we talked about bullies, but I was gonna ask: is there anything in the VTubing community that you feel like is very kind of bully centric, or like that kind of just you just don't like because it feels like it's like mean or just not really like suited?
Well, I don't know. No, I'm not really on social media, although I see that. Unfortunately, I often see dramas, a lot of drama in the VTubing scene, and
yeah,
and in some extent that's why I'm not really active on social media, because I often see that oh, this person copied this design or anything, or see that oh, this client did not paid. Meanwhile, the other people, meanwhile the artist show that, or the client show that the artist not delivered what the client was expected, and so on. So a lot of things that could have been handled with a private conversation or something, that instead of escalating some kind of drama. But what I paid that on Twitter, at least, I refuse to call it X.
Yeah, same. It'll never be X. It's always gonna be Twitter.
Yeah, it will be Twitter. But yeah, the algorithm kind of like to push the drama on your face, and alright, it was not VTubing related, but I'm not really participating in drama. Though the recent days, itch.io was taken down by Funko.
Yeah.
And I just reposted and quoted the Funko statement that, oh yeah, I contacted with itch.io and I showed a screenshot that the contact in question, and Funko messaged one of the workers' mom or something. And I hate that how that got the most engagement from the posts, not any of my drawings or anything, although it was most likely because that was not just for VTubers, so it was of course a wider audience, but still, I just hate that kind of this jab, or I don't know how to pronounce it, is what got me the most likes, because I don't think it's good if you associate it with drama or anything like that. I mean, of course, it can give some temporary boost in engagement, but it's just, I don't want to be known as a drama person, you know.
Yeah, and I get that. I think there's a lot to say. Like, there's definitely like a lot of things that I'm like, okay, well, that could have been handled behind the scenes. Like, especially if it's I'll put it this way. I think anything that occurs between two people where they either weren't on the same page or it was a decision to like separate due to like just different values or different ethics, I think is behind the scenes. But I think once you kind of bring evidence of like sexual SA, grape, grooming, like stuff like that, I think once you bring those things up, it's no longer drama. Now you're just informing people of like, this person is really a piece of shit, and this is the evidence to prove that this is gross behavior. And I think once that's there, I think it transcends drama. It's no longer drama. It becomes a crime. It becomes like an actual like crime sheet that I think a lot of people really need to take more seriously, because then people will say, well, that's drama. It's like, it's not. If there's crimes being committed, like actual like physical crimes against people, not like just ethics or like disagreements, but actual like, hey, this person is talking to a person who's 16 and they're 28, that is a crime. That is not drama. And I think a lot of people kind of try to influctuate those two together, but it's not. I think it's fair to say that if someone is just having a breakup and they broke up because this person cheated and he's a piece of crap, that could be handled behind the scenes. He was a manipulator. He lied to me about this behind the scenes. If you need to explain to people what happened between y'all, you can really just message those people, really, or like make a vague, not a vague statement, but a statement that's saying, hey, look, he cheated. I don't fuck with that. We're done. But I think when they make these big like exposés, if it's only just cheating, I kind of go, why would this even need to be a document? Like, who are you trying to prove that he's a cheater to? Your friends, if they don't have your back, I'm sorry, then they probably aren't your real friends. If they needed proof, you could have given that to the side. Like, that's when I kind of go, like, I didn't really need to read this. Like, there's nothing horribly being done or committed. This fucker just lied to you. He's an asshole. Move on. But when it's like real like abuse, like narcissistic or like SA or anything like that, that's when I'm like, okay, well, thank you for letting me know this person is a fucking asshole. I'm going to block him, and I don't think he should be in a community, especially if he's targeting a certain individual of people, you know?
Yeah. Although my true center is, it's always good to hear both sides. So,
of course.
Though, I noticed that people tend to believe the first
story
statement they hear. Yeah, the first story they can hear. So the defense usually is much harder. So you really have to have
the evidence,
strong evidence that this guy is lying and doing all the shit and just want to shift the blame and so on and so on.
I think I had a friend who they had to make a document about, and he was able to fucking reverse it. Like, he had evidence. Like, I guess somebody that was helping make not helping make the document, but they were basically they were fishing for like information to like basically drag him in the mud and really like sell the document. And they basically said, hey, just letting you know, these people are working on a document, and I'm letting you know, so that way if it does come out, you're prepared. And I had messaged him when it came out, and he had said, trust me when I say this, I can prove everything in that document is lies. The stuff about me doing this might be true because I did fall victim to somebody else's lies, but in terms of like the real big like criminal allegations, I can definitely disprove that, and then some. And I was like, oh shit, okay, well, like I haven't heard your side yet, but like when I first heard that side, I ran to him to like, if you did something, you got to tell me. And I really do appreciate that he kind of gave me the time to be like, don't worry, I got the explanation coming, and once you hear my side, everything will make sense. And I was like, okay, thank you, I'm waiting.
Yeah.
But it really is like that first attack, like the first hit piece really does kind of really it starts the race, and now your head is at this position. And thankfully, like, there are good apologies where people are like, no, I got evidence to prove that that's fake. But then there's some that, like, they don't really put evidence. They just say that person is lying, and they're lying because this, and that's that. And I don't want to say it angers me, but it's almost like I'm not going to entertain this. Like, they kind of use that defense. I'm not going to entertain this drama because it's fake. And it's like, well, they have charges on you, or they have these real big crimes against you, buddy. You should definitely be, if you have evidence, you definitely need to prove that you're not this type of person. You can't just say, obviously you guys know me, I wouldn't do that. Like, politicians and fucking actual people who've done these things have been using that line for years. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna cut it.
I know some people that would still believe it, but it's another topic. So I mean,
yeah. I do. But like, going back to the main point, I think that is like I wouldn't say it's the slop of the VTube community, but it definitely can muddle some of it when it's trying to be displayed as like news, but it's not really news. It's kind of like, I just feel like I read two people's DMs that should have stayed in the DMs.
yeah, and I also dislike it when they watering down terms. Like, I mean, yeah, as you said, that there were some really serious accusation, and oh, it's just a drama. So this kind of things, or just it might be a bit.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
I get what you're trying to say. Like, it doesn't do them any favor when they're trying to basically say, oh yeah, that's not that serious, and it's like, no, it's serious, buddy. You definitely should. You can't just shrug it off and be like, it is what it is.
But I hate the reverse as well, when Nothing Burger is being really serious. Like, I don't know, this person liked a picture of Marin Kitagawa from My Dress Up Darling, and they label the person as a certain file format.
Yeah.
It's you know what I mean.
Yeah, I think that's dumb. I think they try to yeah, like, I think when it's characters that, like, if a character is drawn, I say this,
no real person was harmed, then yeah, what's the problem?
Like, for like, I'm very uncomfortable around like lolly and Shotokan stuff. I find it very like uncomfortable for me, but that's personally because, like, as I've been preyed upon as a kid, so that's why that makes me very uncomfortable. And a lot of people kind of try to compare, like, oh, Lolicon is the same thing as Maureen from Dress Up Darling. I was like, well, if they're drawn as adults and they're like they're drawn to be like older, like adults, like, it's different than when they're drawn to be children, or they're drawn to be purposely like infantilized. Those are two different things, especially since like it's the attraction to the small, like, infantilized character that is what makes that uncomfortable, not the like age range. It's weird. Like, for example, like, obviously Maureen is a 16-year-old character. I have nothing for that. Like, I definitely don't care for a person under 18, but because she's drawn to a degree to be, like, I guess, like, older, obviously, it's easy to be like, oh yeah, like, okay, like, if people make her like the waifu, it's like, okay, that makes sense. Like, she's drawn adult, regardless she's a fictional character, it doesn't matter. But it's when they you can't really use that same argument backwards with like Loli and Shotokan, because you're attracted to the adultness of it, not the. If you try to reverse that back and say, I'm attracted to the infant, that's what makes it more like. Can you fucking not? My fucking cat, dude. My cat. Sorry, my. Did you hear what happened, or did my microphone cut off?
Not cut off. Just the quality was changed.
Yeah. Sorry. Is it still bad right now, or is it fine?
And it's different, but I can hear you.
Okay,
So
let me.
In your stream, as I can see, the model is dead.
Yeah, my cat. He likes to crawl on top of my He likes to crawl on top of.
All right, it's back to the previous microphone setting.
Good. That's perfect. My cat. He likes to crawl behind my monitor, and here I'll be right back. Give me a
Has
second.
it changed again?
Yeah. I'm gonna restart it, but my cat is all the noise you're hearing is my cat. He's rambunctious. He's a fucking zoom boy, and he just likes causing mayhem. So I apologize for that. Like,
Remind me of my parents' dog, or my sister's dog.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to keep him at bay. All right, I think I fixed it. But yeah, he likes to crawl behind my computer. He likes to cause me mayhem. It gets annoying. But yeah, but you get my argument, right? Like, it makes sense that somebody's attracted to an adult figure, and although it's fictitious, it's easier to be like, okay, it's fictitious. The character is 16, but she looks like an adult, compared to the character is 15, or not, the character is like 12, and they're drawn as like a fucking toddler, or like drawn like that. Like, that's what makes it like awkward.
Yeah, like in case of Marin Kitagawa, if the mangaka just decided to say that, all right, now she's officially 18 or something, then you wouldn't really notice the change. You see, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Like it's almost not irrelevant, because that's not the right word. It's at that point it becomes just simply a number. Oh, that sounds weird. I think
yeah.
I think people
No
are trying to.
No,
I think in context, I'm just saying.
No out of context. No out of context here.
Yeah. God, that sounds horrible. But I guess overall what we're both trying to kind of communicate is like, because at the end of the manga, I haven't really read it, but I think I've seen like shots. She looks the same. They just slap on a new age on her, and what's his name, Gojo, and they're like 20 or 21, and they look no different. They still have adult figures. That's not what's creepy about liking that art. If you try to say you want to date 16-year-olds, then that's creepy. But yeah. It's really it's just it's just the art when it's prepubescent and they look like children. That's what makes it very weird. That's what makes it very like, okay, so what is the explanation behind this? Because in order for me to swallow this pill, I need to because there's because I have this conversation before with somebody, and people are like there's a difference between petite and Loli. Loli's, I feel like, is designed to be like that one VTuber who tried to make herself look like a grade schooler with the grade school backpack and like that kind of type of model. And then there's that is like petite, which is just like a short girl, but she's still very curvaceous, kind of like what was her name from that one anime, Usagi Wants to Hang Out.
Yeah.
Like, there's big differences. Like, I think it's really just the attraction to like the childness, like not like oh they look like they're fucking 8 years old and that's why you're attracted to them. That's the weird thing. That's the thing that makes us look a little extra hard at you. Like I don't care if somebody's like, oh yeah, this one cartoon character is hot. I'm like, how old are they? Like, oh, I think they're this. I'm like, oh, okay, I can't really say that, but hey, as long as they look adult for you, that's fine. Like I think like I know a lot of people are more pickier on things like that. I as long as it looks like an adult and you're not telling me that you're gonna try to date a 16-year-old, I'm okay.
Yeah, and it's fair.
Stay. But yeah, no, I think that's a fair assessment of like what we were trying to say earlier about you know that
About accusation and watering down terms.
yeah. This is an interesting one. I feel like this is like more themed at these ending questions, but like are you like would you consider yourself like a say so streamer or like a
No.
like, oh wow.
So, all right, I'm not inherently sexual, but sometimes I'm making pervy jokes. So
I get that. Like very
sometimes.
neutral, very like you're neutral
yeah.
about it. I feel I'm the same. I'm
So-
like I got a potty mouth. I cuss a lot. I say like I don't think I'm safe for any like under 18-year-olds to watch, but I'm definitely not gonna be like going crazy like trying to like show off my fucking penis and like talk about gooning and cooming and all that stuff. Like I don't think I have the energy for all of that.
yeah, and I'm swearing a lot as well. Although right now I think I'm holding back. But I mean, all right, it's not. I don't think I swear this time now, but usually games I often say the F word because well, it's kind of a frustration or I mean, kind of showing the frustration and maybe because part of it is because I'm ESL, so I think that's one of the reasons I'm swearing a lot, because I think it's I'm not saying it's very expressive, but I don't have really much more way to express the frustration aside that saying that, oh, I'm frustrated and oh fuck this and so on. So because sometimes I don't have the vocabulary for that.
I get that. It's easier to convey this emotion with like a fuck or shit or pussy kind of thing. Like you can say like those words are easier to convey emotion rather than just saying something like I'm perplexed, I'm juxtaposed, I'm trying to think of the word. I'm like offended. Like it's sometimes a good fuck is like the best thing to say, to be like, yeah, that's my point. Fuck. I'm just fucking pissed. And you're like, well, straight to the point. You got it. You definitely conveyed that emotion.
Or sometimes the best way of showing off emotion is like when you're not saying anything. That's, I mean, when you mess up in a really funny way and or and you just say the frustration. I mean, you can feel the frustration, or not in a funny way. I'm not messing up in a funny way. It's just when you beating a Souls-like boss, or almost beat it, like 1 or 2 hit left, but you die, and you just. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh man, see, I gotta scream. I'm gonna like shout. I'm gonna like, I need a second just to let all of this out, and then I'm gonna be back in the game.
Yeah. The reason why I don't really want to shout, because well, I live in an apartment and I have neighbors.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Walls are not that thick.
I could see that. I think I lucked out. We don't have any neighbors currently right now, and then if we did, our like the houses are made of stone and concrete, so like the sound really doesn't like really transfer over to the neighbors.
But all right. I usually take part in some kind of fun projects, and because one of them was recently. It's not out yet, so I don't really want to talk too much about it. But it was about singing, and I don't really have singing experience. But once I decided to, alright, around noon, and between noon and maybe 4 p.m. there are no neighbors here. My roommate is not here. I can sing, I can record it, I can do it. But
Ooh, nice.
Other than that, I mean the part that I wanted to do or recommended me to do. And honestly, I haven't really heard the final result, but and now, for reasons, it's a little bit being pushed back, and you got a bot attack, so mods.
Yeah, I think my mod might be sleeping. I don't know what time it is because she's in Germany. I don't know what time it is.
It's 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
Yeah,
I think she's sleeping, but I'm gonna get this one myself. Yeah, I think my mod, she's sleeping, so I'm good for her because she's usually up all day and night. So I hope she is kind of taking a break from constantly being in my streams.
Yeah. But yeah. So right now that project is kind of done, but we pulled up the release because some unforeseen things happened. But yeah.
Like what happened? Like was it like a bad recording or did equipment like get lost?
No. It's gift for someone.
Okay. I get you. Nice.
But right now she can't look at it.
Oh, I get you. Okay, nice. That's fucking cool. Good on you.
So yeah, it's.
I get you with me. Okay. Continuing on this question list, I did want to ask, like, this is a fun one. Like, if you had to be, I'll even brighten the horizon. If you had to be in an anime or video game as your VTuber character, like, what anime or video game would you like, want to be in as your character?
I think I would be happy to be part of the Atelier series, like a character from the Mysterious series. Like, I don't know. Have you played those games?
Mysterious.
Sophie, Ryza, or Ferris?
Tales of Asteria?
Atelier.
I don't think I have. Are they any good?
Yeah, they're chill. They're pretty chill games.
Ooh, I might have to check them out sometime.
Chill GRPGs, and it focuses on crafting. So you go out to an area, collect materials, and you craft your own equipments. Meanwhile, you progress the story. You're unlocking new recipes to make weapons, bombs, or armor. And it's a really chill game. Chill game series. Though
Nice.
some older titles, most of the older titles are has a time limit. So you have to complete the main objective within that set time limit.
Ooh, that's tough.
And yeah, but the ones I started with is doesn't have time limit, or it's a really forgiving time limit.
Cool. So what about anime though? What anime would you be in as ZomBHarry?
I don't know. I was well, the thing is, even though I'm watching animes, some animes I'm not. I haven't watched that many to know.
Okay.
But so probably some kind of isekai, so the zombie, or some kind of fantasy. Maybe not as a treasure hunter, but I don't know, a merchant. As a merchant.
Yeah, or you could be like a treasure hunter turned final boss in a dungeon or something like that.
Yeah, that can work as well.
Oh man. What video games really are your go-to video games? I know you just mentioned them right now. Are those your main that series, your main series that you love playing, or is there another series too?
Ooh, I love horror games as well, so those are my go-to as well. So, but what I always recommend people to try it out is the Prince of Persia games.
Prince of Persia.
Warrior Within, Two Thrones, and not so long ago I beat the Lost Crown as well. It's a fantastic game, and I'm glad it won at least one award. I think during the game award.
The Prince of Persia games were different level of sick. I think they were the perfect balance of a platformer game playing as a rogue-like character.
Oh, okay. I heard that.
Yeah, sorry. Dog. He's definitely a small dog.
Yeah. But yeah, Prince of Persia is one of my all-time favorite. I can't really count how many times I beat the Science Trilogy. I know that I only beat the one that was released in 2008, I think 2 times, and I only beat the Forgotten Sands 1 time. But the other 3 games, other 3D games, I think I beat them more than 10 times.
Oh wow!
Life. So yeah. And honestly, although I finished the Lost Crown, I kinda want to finish the Divine Trials as well. But once I tried to do it one stream, and I just got one pack. How can I say this? Just a handful within 3 hours. So. And I know that there are 4 times more.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, they are tough. They were tough, but
they were.
I love challenging games. Other than that, well, not really. Recently, since Lies of P released, I'm kinda addicted to Souls-likes as well. So.
Okay.
And yeah, Lies of P is great as well.
Is Lies of P a Souls type of game? Or is it kind of like a Souls type of game?
Souls-like. It's maybe one of the known From Software games that very close in quality in other FromSoft games. So yeah. So it's not. If I can say it, it's kind of an unofficial I mean, honorable Soulsborne game.
Oh, okay. So it's like it's part of the family essentially.
I mean, not officially, but a lot of people. I mean that the quality is up there. So.
Okay.
So yeah, it's though it's more linear than other Souls-like games from the FromSoft titles.
Okay. I feel like the only Souls game I played our Souls-like game is Bloodborne.
Oh, Bloodborne is good, and I just hate that how it stuck on the PlayStation. I mean,
I think it's
and
stuck on
not getting
PlayStation
remaster
4,
or the 60 FPS upgrade or anything. It's just stuck on the PS4 and PS5 kinda.
Yeah, no, I think that's like everyone's big gripe, right? Is like the fact that Bloodborne, this fun like, I would say eldritch kind of horror-esque game, is kind of console locked to PS4, and there's no Steam port, there's no port to like the next gen consoles. It's just forever stuck, and I think like that was like the deal, right? Sony had like the deal with it where they were like, there's only going to be one of these games, and it has to perform this well or something. I don't know the whole like story why Bloodborne isn't loved by the developers or something like that.
Yeah, for some reason they are not porting it. I don't know the reason, because well, I haven't really looked it up, but it's really unfortunate because I want that game to be more accessible, because I don't know, maybe because unfortunately I see the possibility that they won't be playable in later consoles, like in I don't know, in a PS6 or PS7, or I don't know. Meanwhile, on PC, you could prefer it. I mean, reserve it better.
Yeah.
Though, I don't know.
No, I get what you're saying. Like everyone would love to see a remastered version, or even just like a re-release for more than just the PS4.
Yeah, it would be nice to have a release that needs a re-release or remaster or something, and not 10th Last of Us remaster or something.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
all right. Last of Us is a good game. I'm not doubting that, but I think it's a bit more hyped.
You think
right
it's
now, I think
overhyped?
right now I think it's overhyped at this point.
Do you feel like that's because of the TV show that kind of like started revamping that hype back into it?
The TV show was fine, to be honest. Though I remember it made some changes, like how the fungus spread. Like
Yeah.
I remember in the game it was through air and not with kissing, you know.
Yeah.
But that was. I understand that change, why they did that, because if the actors are in the mask for 90% of the screen time, then it's harder to show or convey emotions. I mean, I think. But yeah, and yeah, actually, that's it. That's all I can say.
I kind of get that. I was very relieved as a fan of the Fallout series, the Fallout games, when the show, although made some changes, wasn't really, it wasn't bad at all. I actually really thought the show was really good. I thought it captured the feel of what Fallout's supposed to like be. It captured like the goofiness and like the fun and like the real dystopian like almost tragedy that the games really display, and even the chaotic nature that a character could have if they wanted to make all the wrong choices on purpose.
Honestly, I haven't played any Fallout games yet. I only played Skyrim from the Elder Scrolls series, so I don't know, I haven't really into the Bethesda games. I mean those games by Bethesda.
I think. Oh, go ahead.
Back in the day, I made some kind of comparison with my friend who played both Stalker and Fallout series, and it just said that, oh, in some way they are similar. I don't know how similar are, because as I said, it's not really. I haven't played Fallout, but the Stalker series gave that really post-apocalyptic feel, even though the zone is just a small part of the area. I mean, to the world. So it's not really the end of the world, but it shows that shit is serious there. And I don't know, the game felt really alive.
Yeah.
Even though it's just even though it's full of dangers.
No. I think I guess the best compliment to Fallout would be is like if there's Japanese RPG games and then there's these fantastical fantasy RPG games, and then there's Mass Effect, which is like a space RPG game. Fallout is very much like that dystopian RPG game. It's that very trash junkyard style. It almost kind of like it would feel like the future, because it kind of is the future, but it's not. It's a fun, unique style. I do like that it does really feel like a traditional RPG game where like you have like your stats, you can build your character in any type of way you want. You can focus on this, you can focus on that. It really kind of gives it like that Baldur's Gate, Diablo kind of feel.
So it's kind of a semi-serious world thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I might give it a try.
I recommend it. I think Fallout, I think everyone says, because I haven't played it yet, I've played 1, I played 3, I've played 4. But everyone says New Vegas is like the best Fallout game to like start with, or like even just in general, it's the best Fallout game. I played Fallout 4 for the first time, and that was the one that made me really like enjoy the series.
Sounds good.
Okay, we're almost done with the interview. We got like, I believe I could do a couple more. We have a couple more minutes, like 15 more minutes.
All right.
Was gonna ask you, like, I hope this isn't like put on the spot, but like in terms of like what you provide as a streamer or as like a content creator, like what do you believe like you as ZomBHarry offered to your audience that they can't find anywhere else? Like what do you believe that you're giving your audience?
Right now, not yet. I still trying to find my niche. The most I can do is making funny reactionary noises, like and I often jinx myself. But other than that, I don't really have a niche yet. And by funny reactionary noises, I mean that I die and or just got shot and I was like, kind of similar noises. And jinxing myself, it's like I played Evil Within, for example, and I was like, should I burn these corpses? I don't think they will wake up. Started an event and they woke up, they attacked me. So yeah, these kind of jinxes.
Was that a fun game? I've seen it, but I've never played it.
I recommend it. It has some kind of jank in some extent, but it's still a pretty good and solid game.
Okay. But I mean, if I had to like give something that I think you do have this very like nice ease to it. Like, even like I know you haven't found your niche yet, but I do think you do kind of bring like this nice kind of even if you do get scared or anything, you do kind of have like this warm, cozy tone to you, like kind of cozy horror that really kind of elevates you a little bit more. Because I know a lot of people are either like the very like the loud horror players where they're just either overly screaming, or like the ones that are kind of like really taunting. I think you have like the nice like the like, oh, we're playing this game. Well, I tend to like horror games. Like, I think you have like that like a soft ambient voice that really can somewhat bring people in and really make them like enjoy it, only to either like get scared when you get scared, or like they'll be like, oh, he's gonna jump when this happens, like we're just waiting for it.
Other horror games I played is the Cry of Fear and Darkwood. What I played on Steam. And and Soma. Soma is awesome. So my reactions, not like I was scared. It's more like, oh shit, run. And of course, I don't know how much you know about that game, but yeah, it kind of thought-provoking.
Ooh, that's the best type of game.
Yeah, I don't really want to tell you more about the story because, well, it's really, you have to experience it and you have to think about it to really understand why the hype and quote-unquote hype is big around it in the horror game community, at least.
I'll have to look into it. I think that I've heard some things about it. I heard like it's like AI kind of based horror, like, you know, like with robots and stuff. That stuff usually always kind of like I enjoy that kind of style of stuff. I think that's like a very rational fear. I'm the one who's like, the second people start relying too much on AI, it's gonna become Skynet, and we need to fucking kill it before it starts fucking making Terminators and sending robots from the future to the past. And next thing you know, we gotta protect some Eddie Furlong looking kid, you know?
Yeah, when you mentioned the AI, I thought that the Alien Isolation, the Aliens AI, that it's constantly learning.
Oh my god.
And I don't know how much you know about that.
I haven't played.
But sorry.
But I haven't played. But you're saying like the AI, like the monster
Aliens AI, the Aliens AI.
It learns.
Yeah, like I don't know. You often hide in a closet, for example, and later it's gonna check the closets more often and so on. So this kind of learning.
Oh shit! Like
yeah.
it'll notice like your hiding patterns. Like, let's say like I want to hide in like this little storage area, and then wait for it to get there, and then I'm gonna like go over here. Like, if it notices I keep veering to the right and doing that kind of style, it's gonna start attacking me the other way around, and I'm gonna be like, fuck, how did it know I was gonna do that?
Yeah, it's learning.
That's fucking
And,
scary. See, that concept alone is terrifying.
Yeah, and I've read it how it works in theory. Like it has two kind of AI. One that is constantly know where you are, but not controlling the alien, and the other one is well, getting hints from the other AI that knows where you are, and based on that,
AI that are talking to each other and sharing dude, I can't. I have to fucking fight this thing. I have to like break it. This is the shit that scares me. Like I'm saying, once someone's gonna make a robot with AI and they're gonna start uploading like martial arts to it, and then you're gonna start having to see people have to fight fucking robots that know martial arts. Like it's insane. That shit's gonna happen. I'm calling it now.
Hopefully not. I mean, alright. Speaking of AI, it's kind of a slippery slope for me because there are things where it can be useful, but and it can be a really useful tool, I think. But I understand those who are up against it because, especially if it's trained on something that is not public. Like, alright, for example, for image generating, I hate it because I know that one, it's the training material was not public most of the time.
Yeah.
And because of that, I hate it. But
fuck AI art.
But yeah. But for example, ChatGPT can be helpful to, I don't know, looking for a really specific answer. And if you can take that, I mean, text that correctly, then it can be quicker than I don't know, looking through 10 Google search pages. You know.
I get that. I think like it could be a helpful tool. Like for example, if I make a YouTube video and I'm like, all right, make me a title, make me the description, and then put the links to the other social media aspects in there as well, and look for the most popular tags that are relevant in this. Like when it does stuff like that, I get that, because now it essentially is a tool for me. It is doing what I would normally do, and I'm consenting to allowing that to take that place. I don't happen to agree when it's like art, because again, like even people are like, oh, I want to make a story, let me ask ChatGPT, and ChatGPT pulls from, I believe, like college essays or college submitted essays that are like published on like university websites, and it'll take like similar stories, or they'll find like the most similar stories and like basically jumbled up them together to like create like their own story. And I think that's the big issue, is like when it's not that it's theft of intellectual property, but it is taking a lot from other IPs and changing them enough to where it doesn't get in trouble. But that doesn't mean it's still not stealing. It's just now a way around those ethics.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. I think if you're fucking around with it just to fuck around with it, that's also like fine. If someone's like, I'm just gonna make AI generated art and see what happens, like it's not like you're gonna pass it off as your own. It's not like you're gonna like really use it. But if we just use it just to see how it looks and how it works, I think that's fine, as long as you're not trying to pass it off as like, or make money off of it, or like really kind of take money out of the pocket of somebody who could probably provide that same service, and you're not basically pulling money out of their hand, you know?
Yeah.
Like I think I'm kind of cursed and lucky, because I have tried to put my model and my design into ChatGPT, like into ChatGPT, and see like, oh, can they make AI art that's very similar to the art that my artist makes? They cannot. I'm very proud that the design is distinct enough that it doesn't it can't be replicated and it can't be copied. It makes me happy. And every time I see something that's very similar, I'm like, that's not me, that's not it, haha, you didn't get it. Like, you can't touch this. And that's a big shout out to Neko K, who does all my art now. I've officially made her my #1 artist for like anything I want, in terms of like commission pieces. She's the best. Shout out to her. She's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. I love how we went from AI to like, from just the question of like, what do we want to like bring to people? We're like, nah, AI, that's the scary thing. That's the thing that's gonna fucking destroy the world.
Yeah, and I wouldn't change my. I mean, how can I say this? I wouldn't post AI art at all for multiple reasons. One, I like drawing. Even though I'm still not that great at it, I love the process, and also I have some artist friends, and I think, I mean, personally, I would feel like I would spit in their faces if I post AI art or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, same. I get that feeling, because like I understand, like, everyone's got to make their money. I think that's what's like. I think South Park had a whole episode about this, where like it's almost like there's services that we pay for, not for convenience sake. Like, for example, I can't draw, so of course I'm gonna pay somebody who can draw to make me something that I really want. That makes sense. But if AI art kind of tries to like meet in the middle ground of that, is trying to basically say, well, I can do that for you for free or for like a fraction of the price. That's kind of, it's almost like I believe it's called price gauging or price gouging, when you and other competitors are basically trying to set the same price of a certain object or a certain like service, just so that way people are basically stuck, no matter what, paying the prices that these people or these corporations want to decide. I think that's what it feels like with AI art. It's kind of like, you shouldn't have to pay like $20 or $40 for a commission piece. You should just go for a subscription, $5, and you can get all this art. And it's like, oh wow, that feels so impersonal. That feels like I see the temptation that a lot of people will take for it, and are like, yeah, like I don't have like that crazy amount of money to like waste on that. I can see that temptation. I can see it. I can taste it. But it's really like, it's really that, like, when you put it in bigger perspective, like, what if you had a job that they try to basically say, well, I want you to deliver pizza for me, and you're like, okay, that's my job. Well, I have a AI fucking helicopters or AI thing that'll deliver the food to me for the same time you do, for a fraction of the price, with no delivery fee. Like, now I'm fucked. Now I'm like, oh wow, like I basically lost my job to a robot. Like that really does kind of sting when you put it in that perspective. Zombie still there? Hello, I think did you freeze? Let me ask him. He might have just gotten up to get a drink of water. Zombie, you there still? I think he's having a bad connection. he froze. Here, I'm gonna hang up and recall him. Let's do that. Let's see how this. Can you hear me now? It might be Discord. Discord might be having issues. No route. Can you hear me? This is weird. Oh my god. Is it my internet? It can't be my internet. Hold on, what the hell's happening here? Forgive us for these technical difficulties. I think it's Discord. I think Discord's having issues. Wow. Apologies, guys. I didn't expect Discord to kind of shut down on us. Damn. I'm gonna ask him. Yeah, you see, he sees him still speaking. Okay. Sorry about my dog. Did say last words before we go. This is so weird. I'm so fucking like I'm shocked by this right now. Like I'm genuinely shocked about this. So I think we're gonna have to scuff happens. Let me ask him if he has anybody that he would want to raid. Part of the charm. True. Damn, I'm really kind of upset. I really was enjoying our conversation. I really liked the we were talking about AI and how we hate AI. It's like the AI knows, guys. The AI knows. Let me get last words for the audience. Words for audience or anything planned.
Hello.
Oh, there you go. You're back. Awesome. It was Discord. Discord was having issues.
Yeah.
Awesome.
AI tried to cut it off.
Yeah, the AI knew we were talking shit.
Didn't want any more slander.
Fucking AI, am I right?
Yeah.
But I was gonna ask, did you have anything like up and coming? Did you have any like stuff that is gonna be in planned or in the works?
No big project. Try to go back to streaming because, as I said, I don't know if I said it, but I was really busy.
Yeah, with
this because
like the uni thing, and then you had a program that you were a part of.
Programming course.
Yeah.
And it's just well, it happened to end. End of semester exams, and this kind of midterm exams in the program is well aligned, and I just had to study for both.
It's all good. But we are happy to. Well, do you have a date of when you'll be back to streaming, or are you just gonna surprise everyone with a schedule and just kind of jump back into it?
Funny enough, I haven't really put any schedule ever. Like, all right, what I did is, all right, I'm gonna stream tomorrow at this time, and yeah.
Okay. So we should just watch out and be ready for you when you do come back.
Yeah, probably next week. I mean, I'm planning to make some streams. I don't know what yet. Probably either gonna play a horror game,
Nice.
or just continue an atelier game that I already started, or a third option, which is a completely new game, at least for me. Probably
Awesome.
out.
Well, thank you again for being a guest on my show. This was fun.
Invite.
No problem. Hey, man, no problem. And then that being said, of course, if you play anything like Dead by Daylight, Lethal Company, or Phasmophobia, and you need if you ever need somebody, I'm always more than happy to like jump on in and like play a couple rounds. I've never played Lethal Company. I have it already bought, so like if you ever want to just fuck around on that, that's always an option.
I haven't played much Lethal Company either. I just my reactive image is just not or just really delayed. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah. All right, it's really delayed. But yeah, I haven't really played much Lethal Company. I played a few times with my friends, but it was fun. It's fun.
Awesome. All right. I will set up the raid for I have a person who I think I can raid. That being said, thank you so much, Harry, for coming out with us. I appreciate you. Thank you for being a guest. You may now say goodbye to the audience.
Goodbye.
All right. All right, my friend. Have a wonderful day.
You too. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, y'all. We are going to get ready for a raid. So stay tuned for those who are still here. Yeah. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys on Monday. Bye-bye.